Hey, what is up there, guys, and welcome back to a brand new episode of The Evolve. Man, how you guys doing on today? You know what? I'm doing all right. Today we need to talk about Lil Wayne. You know, now that the election is coming to an end and Joe Biden is already going to be presumed and he's projected to be the winner of the presidential election. It's going to be our 46th president of the United States of America. Now, I thought was a good time of something that I had wanted to talk about and that I had actually already considered, that was kind of already out there, and that was the case of Lil Wayne. Now, I received a message a little while back, and it was saying that, man, Lil Wayne is a sellout. When Lil Wayne had this picture, he decided to show his support for Donald Trump, and not just show his support, but he went to the White House and posed and talked and posed for this picture with President Donald Trump. You know, back then a lot of people were saying, man, he's either a sellout. Now, that's what I want to talk about on today, because I don't really believe that Lil Wayne is a sellout, but wait, I do believe, and I'm almost sure that Lil Wayne got the bag. Now, those boomers that may not know exactly what got the bag is, it means that he was most likely paid. And I think that there is a massive chance that he was paid than the fact that I got something right here that was not part of it. No, the fact that he was a sellout. Because when I think of Lil Wayne, you know, in his position, in his position now as rather he's a Republican, but he's supporting Trump, you know, that's something that has if you follow Lil Wayne's career, if you follow his interviews, if you followed his music, his personality for the length amount of time that I know I had always been a Lil Wayne fan. Believe it or not, Lil Wayne, he's up there in my top 8 greatest rappers of all time, and I got all of his albums. Not all of them are really good, but I just think that he is top 3 greatest in the world when it comes to metaphors and playing with words. And I mean, until you listen to a song of Lil Wayne. So I am a Lil Wayne fan. And not just that, I think that when it comes to Eminem, collaborations and collabs, there is no one, I've said this so many times, but there is no one that do collabs better than with Eminem than Lil Wayne. Every single collab with Lil Wayne that Eminem has done has been a massive hit, has been a crazy hit. It's something that we still sing today, no matter how. I mean, no love, I'm gonna pick the whole world and I'm gonna drop it on your fucking head. You know, anything that he has done with Lil Wayne has just been great. I mean, Lil Wayne is just, when it comes to features, he kills, he destroys. So this guy, but that guy, I had always had to separate the music from the man when it came to Lil Wayne, because Lil Wayne as a musician, as an artist, as a creator, as a content creator, as a lyricist, as someone like that, you know, he is amazing and I love his work. Not all of it, but I'll say about 85% of his catalog I enjoy with regards to his music. But him as a man, as a person, and some of the things that he believes and he gets into and the way he carry himself, you know, I'm not down with. And that's all right. And I think sometimes that's what we have to do with certain artists, you know, that we enjoy and that we fan. You know, we have to separate the music from the man. And because I know that him as a man, you know, one of the things that turned me off from Lil Wayne as a man, but never his music, was an interview I believe he did with Dateline. And inside of Dateline, you would see, and actually I'm going to play that. But inside of this interview, he talks about, he talks about how he feels about Black Lives Matter. And it wasn't the fact of how he felt like Black Lives Matter, because I pretty much agreed to what his statement said, but there was certain parts of this arrogance, of this ruthless abandonment, this reckless abandonment, and this he needed to show that, hey, I'm connected to a gang, and Bloods, and that part of the man I went down with. But listen to what he said in this interviews like this, that you kind of pick up and you kind of know, okay, Lil Wayne ain't extremely on, so much like that Black Panther, Black movement like Royce is, and he his own thing. Let me play the clip.
Because so many of his fans are white.
I thought that was clearly a message that there was no such thing as racism.
There was a lot of backlash from people about that. Would you change it, what you said, or you still feel the same way? What's your thought on Black Lives Matter?
What is it? What do you mean?
The idea was that there's this movement called Black Lives Matter, thinking that the rest of America didn't seem to understand that Black Lives Matter.
It just sounds weird. I didn't know that you put a name on it. It's not a name. It's not whatever. It's somebody got shot by police for a reason. I am a young, black, rich. If that don't let you know that America understands Black matter these days, I don't know what it is. Don't come at me with that dumb man. My life matter, especially to my.
Do you separate yourself from it?
I don't feel connected to a damn thing that ain't got nothing to do with me. If you do, you crazy. You connected to this flag right. Because I'm connected. I'm a gangbanger, man. I'm connected.
He ended our interview angrily. Lil Wayne is in the business of making music, not apologies.
So yeah, and you guys pick up that like, oh no, Lil Wayne, stop, Lil dude, and he was furious. There was anger in him. Now rather, there was a big part of it. Most of it was just anger that she would have the audacity to ask, certain that question and try to push this racist undertone towards him. I get that, but even interviews like that, he have always said all his career, all his life that, he supports the white man, and, he's not down with any groups and putting himself in a category, rather black or white. There was another interview where Lil Wayne, he had talked about how he had accidentally shot himself in the chest. Now, when he shot himself in the chest, a white man, and this is what he said, a white cop came and saved his life. He talks about this story, how a white cop came and saved his life and drove him to a hospital, and the cops stayed there until family got there. And when family got there, the cops still stayed there to make sure he was okay. And he is in forever debt to, he actually said in the interview, the white man. And, so it's things like that it didn't surprise me when I see, Lil Wayne with Donald Trump. So when I hear things like he's a sellout, he never sold out. He was always on that side. And that's the thing. That's all right, though, to be on another side. Whether it's Republicans or Democrats, you can support anyone. You can support anyone you want. That's not what we're talking about here. And those people that unsubscribe or become not your friend or become hostile towards you because they are upset or they feel like they're going to judge your character based off of, your opinion of someone or who you voted for. They are childish. They're elementary, and their morals and ethics need to be checked, because that's someone you don't want around and you don't want in your life in the first place. If the simplest thing as your opinion and your party is what divides them from you and cause this sense of hate. Them are people I don't want, people I wouldn't want in my life in the first place. But that's besides the point. I digress. Talking about Lil Wayne, I am almost sure that Lil Wayne, he had to like get the bag. Like, I feel like he got paid though. Not even feel like he got paid. I almost know that he got paid. Out of nowhere, Lil Wayne, he comes in at the fourth quarter, the 2-minute warning, the bottom of the ninth, and he decides that he's going to get involved in Trump, that he's going to take a visit and ride and pose with Trump. Out of nowhere, we haven't heard from Lil Wayne. Now, obviously, there was a party and there was a third party or Trump himself. They came and, hey, we know that you are supported. The Republicans always knew. Donald Trump and them, they always knew that Lil Wayne, would be that black guy that has supported them over the years. Now it's just getting them to the White House. When it comes to the end of the election, these Republicans and Democrats, they tend to, go in panic mode. They try to gatherize all the votes, especially the black votes that they can. And if they feel that they're not just there, they'll do things and say things that they wouldn't normally believe or do or say. And that includes, paying promoters, paying celebrities to tweet out or to come and pose for pictures. I like what Charlamagne said. Charlamagne said that he got paid like $600. They probably offered him like $600,000 just to tweet out, just to say, hey, you guys should vote for the Democrats. The Democrats did. The Democrats. Now, to be in fairness, the Democrats, the party didn't, but a third party actually on the Democrats' behalf said, hey, we'll pay you like 6 figures if you go on your platform and say vote for Democrats. So every election year, the Democrats and the Republicans, they cheat. Every year in history, they do something undertone. Like if you think that there's not corruption or cheating on both sides every year, then, they got you. But let me play a little bit. Let's hear a little bit of what Charlamagne said.
By the way, all politicians do that. I got offered bags over the past couple of weeks. How much? One was high 6 figures, but it was presented. It was presented to 2 people, me and another person, and because they were targeting. And this was from Democrats. They were targeting young black males, and I think like the week before the election, they say the numbers for black men weren't coming in Michigan, and I think
Florida,
it wasn't Florida. Was it Florida?
Yeah, they're looking.
I think it was Florida. It wasn't Michigan. It was Michigan and Florida, the way they wanted it to, and they offered money because they wanted everybody to do last minute social media pushes, and I turned it down. I said no. Only because, it just feels funny taking money. And it was from Bloomberg, you know what I mean? It feels funny taking money from...
Because that's what they do. It's not from the candidate. It's from someone who supports the candidate. Yeah.
It just feels... And I mean, that...
So, this is the truth. You got to think. He said in upwards a high amount of 6 figures. So I'll say like 600,000. So imagine if they was willing to pay Charlamagne Tha God 600,000. Imagine someone like Lil Wayne. Lil Wayne, hey, can you come? We're coming to the end. We need to get more of the black votes. Joe Biden is going to win this election. The black people are going to come out. We're projecting the black people coming out and winning this election for Joe Biden. So we need to do something. We need a black person. Pay them whatever. We were willing to pay Charlamagne $600K. Someone like Lil Wayne, 1.5 million. So, and I think because, like I said, he just comes out of nowhere, and Lil Wayne, he sticks to himself. If he don't have to, he don't have to. And I don't believe, we haven't heard from him. So the only thing that's getting Lil Wayne out of his bed that I've seen is 3 things: skateboarding, new albums, and the bag, the money. If you followed his career, them are the 3 things that pushes and motivates. Other than that, he's always been to himself. He don't put himself to no movements. He don't get involved in politics. He said it himself. So there had to be a bag involved. Now, is that a bad thing? No. Get your bag. Get your bag, but at the end of the day, I just wanted to, this was something that I had wanted to speak on. way long ago when I seen that picture. I was like, all right, my boy Lil Wayne got that bag. And look at Trump, got that bag. But as far as Sellout, no. I mean, he's always been this individual that leaned more towards the Republican, which is not a bad thing. You guys got to be, like I said, when it comes to these artists, it is so massively essential that you separate, the man from the artist. Because I can tell you, you might admire and you might idolize their work and their work ethic and the work that they put out. But these rappers and these artists as people and as a person, they're just that. They're a person, they're people, and they're flawed just like you and me. And just got to believe that you can be a far better person, a far greater person, morals and ethically than they ever can. You might not have their talent or the money right now, but you should not idolize and want to become just like them. And you shouldn't defend the man, the person, especially if they're not in good character. But Lil Wayne got the bag, people. That's all I want to say. I'd like to know what you all think. Do you think we're on? Do you think I'm on point? Or you may disagree. That's all right. I mean, this is a platform that, this is an open platform. I've never in the history deleted or hit a comment. Rather it's about me, rather it's trolling, rather it's being petty, rather you celebrate me. It's always there in the comments. People can put whatever they want. I promise you. Yo, you know what? Because like I said, I can use some new haters because my old haters, they're starting to like me. So I like to know what you all think. If you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe. I will see you guys in the very next video. As always, KIP, keep it positive.